Dear children, today let's do the poem I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud by William Wordsworth. This poem explores the relationship between nature and humanity. This poem was written around 1804 by the Romantic poet William Wordsworth. He wrote this poem one day. He was walking along the road with his sister Dorothy, and suddenly he saw the flowers daffodils. Right. Let's recite the poem first. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over valleys and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Second verse. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Third verse. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the shore to me had brought. Fourth one. For when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills, and dances with the daffodils. Now, let's talk about the poem. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over valleys and hills. Here, the poet walked lonely as a cloud. හරියට කොහොමද ඇවිද්දේ? හුදකලාව ඇවිද්දේ වලාකුලක් වගේ. That floats on high over valleys and hills. Valleys මිටියාවත්. මිටියාවත් සහ කඳු උඩින් පාවෙන වලාකුලක්සේ. Here Wordsworth compared himself to a cloud which floats valleys and hills. When all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. While walking, he suddenly saw a vast number of daffodils. When all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. එකපාරට මෙයා දකින්න මේ ඇවිදගෙන යනකොට විශාල සංඛ්‍යාවක්, a vast number of daffodils. Daffodils are the kinds of flowers. Beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. The flowers were near the lake and under the trees, swaying in the breeze. කොහොමද එතකොට මේ මල් ඒවා මේ විල ළඟ, beside the lake, beneath the trees, ගස් යට, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. මේ මද සුළඟට breeze ඒකට නටනවා. They were near the lake and under the trees, swaying in the breeze. Second verse. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. He compares the flowers to the stars, which are uncountable, innumerable. ගොඩාක් continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. එයා දකින්නේ මේවා කොහොමද? stars that shine හරියට දිලිසෙන තරු වගේ. Continuous as the stars අනන්තය දක්වා කෙලවරක් නැහැ දිගටම තියෙන. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way ශීරපතේ තියෙන අහසේ ශීරපතේ තියෙන තරු හරියට දිලිසෙනවා. අන්න ඒ වගේ තමයි යා මේ daffodils ලව දකින්නේ. That he compares the flowers to the shines which are innumerable. They spread in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. He says the line of daffodils in the border of the lake seems endless. ගොඩාක් තියෙනවා endless ගණන් කරන්න බැරි තරම් innumerable. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. 10,000 he has used the hyperbole. හරියට සංඛ්‍යාව ගොඩක් අතිශෝක්තියෙන් කියනවා 10,000 saw I at a glance එක බැල්මකට එයා දකිනවා 10,000 tossing their heads and sprightly dance හරියට නටනවා හරියට tossing their heads in sprightly dance හරියට අර he is giving the personification human කෙනෙක් වගේ ඔළුව නටනවා ඒ වගේ තමයි යා මල්වල අර මද සුලකට සෙලවීම දකින්නේ. Next one. The waves beside them dance, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. The writer says that the movement of flowers is far better than the movement of the waves. The waves beside them dance, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. හරියට අර නගන හල වගේ ඒ විලේ නැගෙන හල වගේ the waves beside them dance but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. ඒව හරියට the writer says that the movement of flowers is far better than the movement of the waves. මල්වල සෙලවීම මල්වල රංගනය හුඟක් ලස්සනයි movement of the waves than the movement of the waves. රළවල චලනයටත් වඩා. A poet would not but be gay in such a joke and company. Here nature rescues the poet from desolation and aimlessness which it evokes pleasure. එතන මේ ස්වභාව ධර්මය. එයා පොයට්ව බේර ගන්නවා මේ යාගේ හුදකලා බවින් සහ යාගේ දැන් එයා ඒම් එකක් නැතුව ගිය ගමනක් aimlessness. නමුත් ඒකෙන් යාගේ it evokes pleasure සතුටක් ඇති කරනවා. ස්වභාව ධර්මයේ මගින් එයාගේ හුදකලා බව ඒකෙන් බේරගෙන යාගේ හිතේ සතුටක් ඇති කරනවා. That's why he says a poet could not but be gay in such a joke and company. මේගොල්ලෝ බොහොම සතුටෙන් නටනවා පේනවා. ඒ වගේ වෙයි මල්වල ලස්සනින් මේ කවියව අර එයාගේ තියෙන හුදකලා බවෙන් සහ එයාට තියෙන යාගේ ඒම් එකක් නැති ගමන ඒවයි මුදව ගන්න. මුදවගෙන යාව සතුටට පත් කරනවා. joke and company මේ සන්තෝෂ කණ්ඩායමක් මේ මල. Then I gazed and gazed but little thought what will the show to me had brought. He indicates that the gazing at the daffodils make him happy. Actually, he does not perceive its full value at that moment. I gazed and gazed. There's a repetition. Again, no time. කාලයක් නෑ ගොඩාක් වෙලාව. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. එයා කියන්නේ එයා කොච්චර සතුටු වුණාද කියලා. මේක දිහා බලාගෙන එයා කොච්චර සතුටු වුණාද එයාට මේකේ වටිනාකම ඇත්තට කියන්න බෑ. Actually he does not perceive its full value at that moment. එයාට ඒකේ වටිනාකම අදාහ ගන්න බෑ. ඒ තරම් ලස්සනක් තියෙනවා. For often on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive mood. He relaxes on the couch in a lonely and thoughtful mood. They flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with daffodils. He remembers the daffodils and he feels pleasure again and again. When he was in the pensive mood, එයා කල්පනාකාරීව ඉන්නකොට හිත ඉන්නකොට ඒක නැවතත් එයාට ඇති වෙනවා. එයා දකිනවා. හිතෙන්ම දකිනවා. Right, go through once again. Let's see the idea of this poem once again. This poem is the poet has used very simple language, and actually there is no different words. The poet has selected appropriate words to bring in the word picture as floats, crowd, fluttering, never-ending, tossing, gaze, sparkling waves. Those words he has used to describe his inner feelings. That when he saws these daffodils, his spontaneous emotion feelings come out. Again, he has used lot of techniques to make this poem interesting. What are the techniques he has used? He has used similes. First one, the comparison between the solitary poet and the lonely crowd in the first stanza. පළවෙනි කවිය පාවිච්චි කරනවා simile එකක්. He says, I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over valleys and hills. එතකොට කවියව සමාන කරේ මොකටද? A cloud that floats on high over valleys and hills. මිටියාවත් හා කඳුලින් පාවෙන වලාකුළකට තමයි යාව සමාන කරගන්නේ. I wandered lonely as well. That's a simile. Another one, between endless line of daffodils and uncountable stars in the Milky Way. Second verse he used, continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. හරියට ශීරපත්‍රයේ දිලිසෙන තාරකාවලට එයා සමාන කරා daffodils. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. They stretch in never-ending line and the margin of a bay. Again, he uses hyperbole. Where is 10,000 saw I at a glance. In the second stanza, you see, 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing there in sprightly dance. There is a hyperbole. අතිශෝක්තියෙන් කියනවා එතන තියෙන මල් ප්‍රමාණය. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Again, what else? He has used personification also there. Where I see. Personification, sprightly dance. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. There is personification. හරියට අර මිනිස්සුන්ගේ ඔලු හෙලවෙනවා. Tossing their heads. හොඳ නටනකොට. That's a personification. මනුෂ්‍යයාට සමාන කරනවා. Those are the things he has used to make his poem interesting. I ask you to go through once again, try to appreciate the poem. Right, thank you.